You see, the problem ain't that you don't have a future. The problem is you're not fighting for it. Your future is standing on the other side of your excuses, your laziness, your doubt, and it's screaming, come get me, but you gotta fight for it. Because your future is too valuable to just hope for. You gotta grind for it, you gotta bleed for it, you gotta cry for it. Listen to me, success ain't something you bump into. It ain't luck. It's not magic. It's war. You gotta wake up every single day with the mindset. I'm not leaving today until I take one more step toward the future I deserve. You tired? So what? You broke? So what? You alone? So what? You still got breath in your body, so that means the fight ain't over. You might have been born in pain, raised in struggle, left behind by people you love, but you still have something they can't take, your will to fight. So get up off the mat. Stop blaming your past, stop waiting for motivation. Fight. Because your future, the one with success, peace, freedom, and purpose, it ain't coming easy. You gotta take it. Your future deserves your fight. If your dream is big enough, your pain will never be too much. Stop letting temporary pain make you quit on permanent purpose. You better hear me right now. Your future, your dreams, your purpose, they all worth the pain you're feeling right now. I get it. You're tired. You're frustrated. You feel like nobody sees the effort. You wake up and question, is it even worth it? But let me be real with you. Yes, it's worth it. Every single ounce of pain you're going through today is a down payment on your destiny. Too many of y'all want a future without a fight. You want success without struggle. You want the prize without the pressure. But I came to tell you, the pain is part of the process. You don't get the crown without the cross. You don't get the championship without the training. You don't get the reward if you don't push through the resistance. See, pain is the gatekeeper, and only the bold walk through it. You ever notice how people who quit early always talk about what could have been? But the ones who win, the ones who make it, they're the ones who stared pain in the face and said, you will not stop me. Let me give it to you straight. If your dream is big enough, your pain will never be too much. That's why I don't complain about the grind. That's why I don't fold when it gets hard. That's why I don't give up when it hurts. Because my future is screaming at me, don't you dare quit. I'm worth it. Quit. I'm worth it. Listen, every tear, every sacrifice, every lonely night, every early morning, every door that closes, it's not the end, it's the test. The universe wants to know, how bad do you want it? Let me ask you, what's the alternative? You stop now and do what? Go back to being average. Go back to watching other people live the life you dreamed of. Go back to surviving instead of thriving. Come on. You came too far for that. You've been through too much for that. Quitting can't be an option anymore. Not when your destiny is on the line. When your destiny is on the line. And don't get it twisted. This ain't just about money, fame, or status. This is about who you're becoming. This is about showing your younger self that they were right to believe. This is about honoring your story, your struggle, your name. This is about becoming a version of you that your pain was meant to produce. You're not just enduring the pain. You're being forged by it. The lion doesn't become king of the jungle by running from a fight. It becomes king because it embraces the struggle. It dominates the challenge. It chooses pain when others hide from it. So don't you shrink now. Don't you flinch. I need you to stop feeling sorry for yourself and stop fighting for yourself. The real you is on the other side of the pain. The strong you, the focused you, the disciplined you. The version of you that don't fold under pressure but performs under pressure. That person is ready. They're waiting on you to push through. You say you want to be great? Then go earn it. You say you want to change your life? Then show me what you're willing to sacrifice. You say you want to live your dream? Then pay the price. There's nothing wrong with pain, but there's everything wrong with letting it control you. You weren't built to break, you were built to battle. So when the pain comes, don't panic, don't pause, press, keep going. Because the truth is, success don't feel good at the beginning. It's heavy, it's dirty, it's painful, but the ones who endure it, they come out on the other side with something priceless: legacy, power, peace, purpose. So here's the deal. You can give up and stay in pain, or you can fight through and make the pain count. Either way, pain is coming. You might as well make it mean something. Let's get something straight right now. Excuses are the bricks that build regret, not results. You can't build an empire if every time life punches you, you respond with a reason instead of a reaction. Your excuses, they might win you sympathy, but they will never win you success. I don't care how real they are. I don't care how painful they feel. I don't care how justified they sound. Because at the end of the day, excuses don't cash checks. Excuses don't build businesses. Excuses don't graduate you. Excuses don't change your life. All they do is pacify your pain while robbing your potential. Some of you are brilliant but stuck, talented but paralyzed, passionate but passive. And do you know why? Because every time you hit resistance, every time it got uncomfortable, every time it required discipline and sacrifice, you gave yourself an out. You told yourself it's too hard. You said you didn't have enough time. You told yourself you didn't have the right connections. And now you're still in the same place, watching others win while you're wishing. Let me say this loud and clear. Excuses are a disease, and action is the cure. I was homeless. I ate out of trash cans, slept in abandoned buildings, had every reason in the world to quit. But I stopped giving energy to excuses and started giving energy to execution. I made a decision that I wasn't going to die in my situation. I was going to fight my way out. Because I knew that my future deserved more than my excuses. What about you? You want the reward without the responsibility. You want the victory without the battle. But you can't skip the struggle and still expect a success. That ain't how this game works. You don't get trophies for almost. You don't get titles for excuses. Excuses are seductive. They let you off the hook. They let you pretend like it's not your fault. But deep down, you know it is. You know you're not putting in the work. You know you're checking your phone more than you're checking your goals. You know you're praying for success, but preparing for average. You're hoping for a breakthrough, but living like a breakdown, and it's time to stop. You gotta own it. You gotta take responsibility for your grind, your growth, your greatness. Nobody's coming to rescue you. There's no fairy tale, no perfect time, no magic moment. The only thing that can change your life is you. I don't care how poor you started. I don't care who left you, who doubted you, who broke you. I don't care what happened in your past. That's not a permission slip to live in mediocrity. That's a reason to fight. That's fuel. Use it. Let me ask you something. Did you want to look back 10 years from now and tell your kids, your spouse, your family, I could have been great, but I had too many problems? Or do you want to be the one who says, I had every reason to quit and I didn't? I built this with blood, sweat, and zero excuses. You got two options. You can be the victim of your story. Two, you can be the victor of your story, but you can't be both. Every day you wake up, you got a choice. Make progress or make excuses, but you can't make both. So starting today, when the voice in your head says, I'm too tired, you tell it, my purpose is stronger than my pain. When it says, I don't have the resources, you say, I will outwork every obstacle in my way. When it says, I can't, you say, I can't, you say, watch me, enough is enough. Excuses are comfortable, but comfort kills dreams. You weren't built for easy, you were built for excellent. You were built to endure, to overcome. So kill the excuses before they kill your vision. Because empires don't rise on soft mindsets. They rise on self-discipline, sacrifice, and relentless execution. Say it with me, no more excuses. No more justifications. No more waiting. It's time to build. Let me ask you something real, something raw. How bad do you want it? Not kinda. Not sometime. Not when it's convenient. I'm talking about that deep down. Can't sleep, can't eat, can't live without a kind of want. I'm talking about wanting your future so bad that the idea of not achieving it feels like suffocation, like you're drowning, like every second you waste, your dream slips further out of reach. That's the level I'm talking about. People come up to me all the time. Eric, how do I stay motivated? Well, how do I stop procrastinating? How do I get disciplined? And I look them in the eye and say, you don't want it bad enough. Because when you truly want it, not in your head, not in your mouth, but in your heart, you don't need reminders. You don't need reminders. You don't need motivation. You wake up on fire. You go to bed grinding. You live it. You breathe it. You are it. Let me take you back. You remember that story I told about the guru who held the boy's head underwater. You remember what the guru said when he pulled the boy back up? Choking, gasping for air. He said, oh, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. That ain't just a story. That's real. That's truth. When you want it like you want air, you don't make excuses, you make progress. You don't complain about the pain, you embrace it. You don't worry about sleep. You lose sleep because your dream's so loud it won't let you rest. Some of y'all think you want it, but your actions say different. You say you want to be successful, but you're still sleeping in. You say you want to build a future, but you're wasting hours scrolling, watching other people live theirs. You say you're hungry, but you ain't starving. And there's a difference between the two. Hunger says, I could eat. Starvation says, I have to eat or I'm gonna die. That's what your dream requires. It don't respond to casual interest. It don't move for lukewarm effort. It demands obsession. When you're obsessed, you're dangerous. You're locked in. You're focused. You're willing to sacrifice. You ain't worried about likes or validation or applause. You're not asking, what if I fail? You're saying, what if I don't try and miss my moment forever? Obsession looks like saying no to parties. Obsession looks like studying while others sleep. Obsession looks like being misunderstood and being okay with it. Obsession is lonely, but that's where greatness lives. And I need you to hear this. You were not created to be average. You were not put here to just pay bills and die. There's something inside of you, a gift, a voice, and the world needs it. But it's on you to bring it out. So if you've been playing small, shrinking back, waiting for the right time, let me wake you up. There's no right time. There is only right now. Either you want it or you don't. Either you fight for it or you forfeit it. There's no in between. You can't want it more than you work for it. You can't wish your way to success. You got to grind your way there. And listen, it's not always going to feel good. It's not always going to look perfect. You're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're going to cry. You're going to want to quit. But if you want it bad enough, if your future means that much to you, you'll keep going. Because that's what warriors do. That's what champions do. That's what legends do. So I need you to level up your hunger. Turn desire into discipline. Turn passion into purpose. Turn interest into obsession. Say it with me. I want it more than I want to breathe. Say it again. I want it more than I want to quit. One more time. I want it more than I want to stay the same. Because when your desire becomes oxygen, your breakthrough becomes inevitable. You out here thinking the fight is a problem? You think the pain is unfair? You think the struggle is a sign to quit? No. Let me break it down for you right now. The fight is not optional. It's the entry fee. You want to step into greatness? You want to live your purpose? You want to walk in abundance, influence, impact? Then understand this. The door to your destiny is locked, and the fight is the key. You can't skip it. You can't go around it. You can't pray it away. You can't manifest your way around the struggle. You've got to earn your way into greatness. And the only currency accepted is blood, sweat, sacrifice, and relentless grit. You think champions are born. You think they just get lucky? Nah. Champions are made in the dark, in the lonely hours, in the moments nobody's watching, in the reps nobody counts, in the tears nobody sees, in the fight nobody volunteers for. Everybody wants the platform, but nobody wants the process. Everybody wants the prize, but nobody wants to pay the price. But here's the truth. The pain is the path. The resistance is the requirement. The fight is the filter. You don't get in unless you pass through it. See, life don't hand out greatness like participation trophy. Life says, if you really want it, prove it. And how do you prove it? You show up when it's inconvenient. You keep going when it's uncomfortable. You rise when life knocks you flat on your face and says, stay down. Let me say this. The struggle you're facing right now, that's not God punishing you. That's not life being unfair. That's the universe asking, do you have the heart to keep going? That's the moment where most people give up. But not you. You're different. You ain't soft. You ain't average. You ain't built to quit. You were born to fight. And greatness is on the other side of that fight. Do you understand what I'm saying? You want a better future, but you don't want to go to war with your present. You want peace, but you don't want to battle your past. You want freedom, but you won't fight through your fear. You gotta stop seeing the fight as the problem and start seeing it as the path. The fight is the requirement. The grind is the access point. The pain is the passport. No fight, no future. No pressure, no power, no test, no testimony. And don't get it twisted. The fight don't mean fists. The fight don't mean drama. I'm talking about the internal battle. The one where your old habits try to hold you hostage. The one where fear whispers, you're not enough. The one where anxiety tells you to sit down. The one where the world doubts you, criticizes you, underestimates you, and you still rise. That's the fight. And that's the price. I need you to shift your mindset today. From pain to purpose. From struggle to strength. From obstacle to opportunity. Because the longer you avoid the fight, the longer you delay the life you were created to live. I'm telling you, some of y'all are standing at the gates of your future, staring at the battle ahead and backing away like it's too much. It's not too much. It's the minimum. That fight is the ticket. That battle is the entry fee. So I need you to stop asking, why me? And start declaring, try me. Stop asking, how long do I have to fight? And start saying, as long as it takes. You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You don't fight for fun. You fight for fun. You fight for freedom. You don't show up when it's easy. You show up because the dream demands it. There's a version of you on the other side of this war, stronger, wiser, more dangerous, more focused. That version doesn't run from the fight. That version runs to it. That version says, I know this hurts, but this is how I become unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the pain. It's about what the pain is producing. And the pain, my friend, is producing a future that is worth it all. Let me say this straight up. Motivation is cute, but discipline is king. Motivation gets you hype. Discipline gets you results. Motivation shows up for the party. Discipline builds the palace. Motivation will give you the spark, but it's discipline that carries the torch. Every single one of you has felt that rush before. You watched a video, heard a speech, saw someone winning, and you got fired up. You were ready to change the world. You were ready to grind, hustle, sacrifice, but then that motivation wore off. Life hit. You got tired. The feelings faded. And what happened? You stopped. You slowed down. You said, maybe later. Why? Because you were relying on something external to move you forward. And I came to tell you, that's not enough. Let me teach you this right now. Discipline is doing what needs to be done long after the mood you set in has passed. See, motivation is emotional. It's driven by how you feel. And your feeling, they fluctuate, they betray you. But discipline don't care how you feel. Discipline don't need the perfect playlist. Discipline don't need sunshine and smile. Discipline shows up because it said it would. And discipline always finishes what motivation starts. Some of you got big dreams, but you got small habits. You got powerful vision, but weak routines. You say you want to succeed, but you're not consistent. You're not committed. You're motivated on Monday, but missing by Thursday. Let me tell you something. Your future don't care how inspired you are. It only responds to how intentional you are. You want your future to respect you. Then show up even when it's boring. Show up even when it's hard. Show up especially when nobody's watching. Discipline is what separates the interested from the invested. The interested do it when it's fun. The invested do it until it's done. That's why I'm still standing today. It ain't because I was always the most talented. It ain't because I always felt like showing up. It's because I made a decision that I was gonna be disciplined. I was gonna be daily. I was gonna be dangerous with my focus, my habits, and my effort, and I need you to make the same decision. Let me ask you this. Are you willing to do it when no one claps? Are you willing to practice when no one's watching? Are you willing to sacrifice when no one sees the pain? Because that's what builds greatness. Discipline in the dark. Discipline when it's hard. Discipline when it hurts. You want to change your life. Change your standards. Change what you tolerate. Stop saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Stop relying on the fire of emotion and build the furnace of routine. You don't need more hype. You need more habit. You don't need more talk. You don't need more time in the trenches. You don't need more reasons. You need more reps. Here's the blueprint. Set the standard. Stick to the schedule. Show up no matter what. Repeat. That's it. That's the magic formula. That's how you go from wishing to winning. And let me be real, it won't be sexy. It won't be flashy. It won't go viral, but it'll get you to your goal. Because discipline is louder than motivation. It screams in your results. It echoes in your reputation. It thunders through every door that opens for you because you showed the world you could be trusted with consistency. So today, I want you to stop chasing the hype and start choosing honor. Honor your word, honor your schedule, honor your gifts. And when motivation fades, as it will, let your discipline carry you across the finish line. This ain't about feelings. This is about your future. Because the future belongs to the discipline, not the most inspired, not the most emotional, not the most excited, the most consistent, the most committed, the most relentless. Say it with me. I don't need to feel it. I just need to finish it. While I'm forced mode, I move because I'm made for this. I'm not motivated. I'm disciplined. Now go prove it. Everybody's looking around, comparing, scrolling, watching them blow up, watching them win, watching them shine. And every day you're feeling smaller, lower, forward, behind. Let me stop you right there. You're not in competition with them. You're in competition with you, me. This race you're running, it ain't about who's faster. It's about who's more focused. See, some of y'all are so distracted trying to measure your journey against somebody else's that you're moving forward. You're wasting energy on their highlights instead of building your legacy. You're tracking their followers instead of tracking your growth. But I need you to flip that mindset, because the only person you need to be is the you that woke up yesterday. Let me be real. Comparison kills confidence. It blinds you from the progress you've already made. It steals your joy. It strangles your motivation. And worst of all, it convinces you that you're behind in a race you were never meant to run. You weren't born to copy. You weren't built to blend in. You weren't designed to compete in their lane. You got your own fingerprint. That means you got your own purpose. You got your own pace, your own mission, your own mountain to climb. So every single day, I need you to wake up with this fire. How can I be 1% better than I was yesterday? Not better than them, better than them. If I was scared yesterday, today I speak up. If I was lazy yesterday, today I lock in. If I gave 70% yesterday, today I give 100. That's how you win. That's how you stack the bricks. That's how you build a future that's undeniable. You want to know what greatness looks like? It's not you standing on a stage in front of thousands. It's not you driving a Lambo or making 7 figures. Greatness is you showing up on the days you want to quit. Greatness is you choosing progress over perfection. Greatness is you refusing to settle for the same version of yourself. Listen to me. You don't have to be the best in the world, but you gotta be better than you were, because the future is not created by the loudest. It's created by the most consistent. So stop looking left. Stop looking right. Stop trying to match their speed and master your stride. When I started speaking, nobody knew my name. Nobody cared what I had to say. And if I would have looked at what everybody else was doing, I would have quit. But I didn't, because I wasn't chasing it. I was chasing me. The version of me that wouldn't give up. The version of me that knew my purpose was bigger than my pain. Me. And that's what I want for you. You're not in competition with the millionaire on Instagram. You're not in competition with the influencer going viral. You're in competition with the you who keeps doubting, with the you who's afraid to start, with the you who keeps saying, or maybe tomorrow. Defeat that version daily, and you win. So here's the mission. Outwork the old you, outsmart the old you, outlast the old you, outgrow the old you. It ain't sexy, it ain't always fun, but it's necessary, because every single day you stay the same, you rob your future. And every single day you take one step forward. You invest in it. Let's go. Lock in. Lace up. Get tunnel vision. You're not here to race the world. You're here to raise yourself. Say it with me. I'm not competing with them. I'm competing with the man in the mirror. I'm not racing for attention. I'm running for my destiny. I don't chase trends. I chase transformation. Every day, every rep, every minute, you versus you. And I promise, if you beat that person every day 1 inch at a time, you'll wake up one day living a life that makes your old self proud and your enemy silent. Let's go. Fight. You've got a dream, right? Not vision, a goal, a fire in your chest. But every time you get ready to move, boom, here come the excuses. I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I don't have enough money. I wasn't born into the right family. I start when I feel ready. Let me tell you something. Excuses are lies that keep you broken and behind. They're comfortable. They're convincing, but they're killing you slowly. Listen, I don't care where you came from. I don't care how rough it was. I don't care if you didn't get the support, the resources, or the connections. That's real. I get it. But what I'm saying is, you don't need perfect conditions to take imperfect steps. What you need is to move. Excuses are easy. Action is everything. Let me break it down for you. You don't build an empire by complaining. You don't become great by waiting. You don't rise by rationalizing why it's okay to sit still. You build by executing. You grow by doing. You win by deciding that your destiny is bigger than your delay. See, everybody wants the results. Everybody wants the crown. But too many people want to do it without struggle, without sacrifice, without showing up on the days it hurts. But empires, they're built brick by brick, with action, with blood, with sweat, with discipline, not with excuses. You think those champions you admire never had reasons to quit? You think they never got tired, discouraged? They did. But the difference is, they didn't bow to their excuses. They built through them. Excuses are thieves. They rob your future. They drain your energy. They make you feel safe while you stay stuck. But action gives you momentum. It breeds confidence. It proves to your mind, a slave to circumstance, you're the architect of your life. Let me ask you this. What if the only thing standing between you and the future you want is the excuse you keep repeating? Think about it. Every time you say, I can't, your dream dies a little more. Every time you delay, your destiny gets delayed. Every time you hide behind your reasons, the real you, the powerful, capable, resilient you, stays locked inside. You want to change your life? Then change your language. From excuse to execution. From I'll try to I will. From I'm stuck to I'm starting today. It's not about how perfect you are. It's about how persistent you are, even when it's messy, even when it's slow, even when it's hard. Let me make it plain. Stop sign excuses don't pay bills. Stop sign excuses don't build businesses. Stop sign excuses don't pass exams. Stop sign excuses don't feed families. Stop sign excuses don't leave legacies. But action does. Every move you make toward your dream matters. Every small step compound, every decision you make in the face of fear, fatigue, or frustration, it's a brick in the wall of your empire. You want to be a beast? Huh? Then stop telling the world why you haven't started and start showing the world why you'll never stop. You weren't built to explain why you're behind. You were built to execute so hard they can't believe how fast you caught up. Let the world keep talking. Let them keep doubting. Let them keep doubting. Let the excuses come knocking. But when they do, you don't answer. You're too busy building, too focused on rising, too committed to becoming who you were born to be. And here's the real truth. Your future is watching. It's waiting, and it will not respond to your excuses, only your action. So get up, show up, and level up. Say it with me. Excuses are lies. Execution is my lifestyle. I don't wait for perfect. I move with purpose. And my empire ain't made of words. It's made of work. No more explaining. No more defending. No more delaying. Get it done. Because your future deserves it. Let's get something clear right now. Just because life gets hard doesn't mean it's time to quit. Just because you hit a storm, just because the wind starts howling and the rain comes crashing, doesn't mean you're off track. It means you're being tested. See, most people think a storm is a stop sign. They see trouble and turn back. They see pain and pull over. They see failure and fold. But the storm is not there to end you. It's there to elevate you. Let me tell you what the storm really is. It's the gym for your grind. It's the fire for your focus. It's the forge that shapes the version of you that can carry your future. If you think your breakthrough is going to come without a breakdown, you've been lied to. If you think the next level is unlocked without resistance, you don't understand growth. Every level has its own storm, and your ability to endure determines your right to rise. So the question isn't why is this happening to me? The question is, what is this trying to build in me? You see, you pray for strength, but when the storm comes, you run. You ask for courage, but when pressure hits, you hide. You say you want to grow, but you fight the very thing designed to grow you. The storm ain't your punishment, it's your process. It's the pressure that proves your power. You know why most people never see their full potential? Because they only work when it's sunny. They only grind when it's convenient. They only show up when it feels good. But you want to be elite? Then you've got to show up when it hurts. You got to walk through the storm soaked and shivering and still say, I'm not stopping here. Let me say this loud and clear. Pain is part of the process. You don't get diamonds without pressure. You don't get strength without struggle. You don't get a legacy without losses. And when that storm comes, and it will, you've got two choices. You can complain, or you can conquer. You can retreat, or you can rise. You can make excuses, or you can make history. Storms are not obstacles. They're opportunities to prove to yourself and the world just how bad you want it. Let me get personal. I've had storms that almost broke me. Storms that took everything I thought I had. But when I look back now, those storms were the best thing that ever happened to me. They didn't break me. They built me. They didn't bury me. They buried me. They birthed me. And I need you to understand, this storm you're in right now is temporary. But what it builds in you can last forever. The mindset, the grit, the strength, the clarity, the confidence, the fire. So don't run, don't hide, don't fold. You plant seeds in sunshine, but they grow in the storm. You know why? Because the roots run deeper, the structure gets stronger. The foundation gets tested, and it either collapses or it holds firm. And you're not just going to survive this storm. You're going to step out of it stronger, wiser, tougher, and more focused than you've ever been. Say it with me. This storm is my test, and I'm going to pass it. I'm going to pass it. I don't stop when it rains. I rise in the rain. Other storm doesn't scare me. It sharpens me. Let the thunder roll. Let the wind scream. But you keep moving because champions aren't born in peace. They're born in pressure. You want your future? Then you fight through the flood. You want your destiny? Then you walk through the darkness. And when the storm clears, when the sky opens, the world's going to see you standing, not because you had it easy, but because you refused to bow when life pushed back. Storms don't stop the chosen. They reveal them. So take the hit, wipe your face, and keep going, because you're not finished. You're being forged. You want to know the truth about success? It's not free. It's not handed to you. It's not something you find just by wishing or hoping. Success demands sacrifice. It demands you give up what you want now for what you want most. Listen to me. Sacrifice is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Maybe that means saying no to the party when everyone else is going. Maybe that means grinding while others are sleeping. Maybe that means skipping the distractions and focusing on the mission. It's uncomfortable. It's lonely. It's hard, but it's necessary. Because here's the deal. You can either sacrifice now and celebrate later, or you can celebrate now and struggle forever. I want you to think about that for a moment. The easy path is tempting. It's loud. It's distracting, but it leads nowhere. The path of sacrifice is quiet. It's demanding, but it leads to legacy. Look at every great story, every success, every empire built. Behind it, you'll find sacrifice. Someone gave up comfort. Someone chose pain. Someone stayed committed when it hurt. You think the CEO, the athlete, the artist didn't miss out on things. They did. But they chose the long game. They chose to delay gratification because they knew their future self was worth the pain. And this is where most people fail. They want the reward without the work. They want the glory without the grind. They want the throne without the sacrifice. But you're different. You're ready to pay the price. You're ready to say no today so you can say yes tomorrow. You're ready to plant the seeds that will bloom into greatness. Sacrifice is not about loss. It's about investment. Every moment you give to your craft, every dollar you save instead of spending, every hour you study instead of scroll, every early morning you wake up instead of sleep in. That's your deposit into your future account. And trust me, the dividends will come. The celebration will come. But only if you do the work now. Only if you stay faithful to the process. Only if you remember. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Let me ask you, what are you willing to give up today for the life you want tomorrow? What distractions are you willing to cut out? What bad habits are you ready to replace with discipline? What comfort zones are you ready to leave behind? Because the bigger your dream, the bigger the sacrifice it demands. And the bigger the sacrifice, the sweeter the victory. So when you're tired of waiting, remember why you started. When you're tempted to quit, remember what you're fighting for. When it feels like too much, remember that sacrifice is the price of greatness. Say this every day. I sacrifice today so my future can celebrate. I choose discipline over distraction. I'm willing to do what others won't so I can have what others don't. Your future self is watching right now. Make sure they see a warrior, not a worrier. Make sure they see a fighter, not a quitter. Make sure they see someone who paid the price to live a life worth celebrating. Keep sacrificing, keep grinding, keep moving, because the celebration is coming. And when it does, it'll be sweeter than you ever imagined. Let me be real, with excuses are the graveyard potential. You can have a dream, a vision, a burning desire inside of you. But if you keep making excuses, you're building a case for your future. You're locking yourself out of greatness. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got pain. But only a few people turn that pain into power. The rest, they use it as an excuse to stay small, an excuse to stay stuck, an excuse to stay average. You say, I have time. Make time. Make time. You say, I don't have the money. Find a way. You say, I don't know where to start. Start messing. Because excuses won't build the life you want. Execution will. You want to build an empire. Financially, spiritually, emotionally. You want to leave a mark, a legacy, a name that means something? Then the question becomes simple. What are you doing about it? Not what you're thinking. Not what you're planning. Not what you're hoping. What are you doing? See, dreaming is easy. Posting about your goals is easy. Reading motivational quotes, easy. But getting up every day, putting in the work, staying focused, saying no to distractions, and executing when no one's watching. That's rare. Execution is the separator. You look at the greats, the legends, they didn't talk about success, they lived it. They didn't wait for motivation. They had a system, they had discipline. They had a no matter what mindset, because results don't care how you feel. Success doesn't care about your excuses. Your destiny is deaf to whining. It only responds to action. You gotta become allergic to excuses. When they show up, you shut them down. When they whisper, it's too hard, you say, I'm harder. When they shout, it's impossible, you respond, oh, watch me. Here's the truth. Excuses are comfortable, but your future is not found in comfort. It's found in commitment. It's found in movement. It's found in movement. It's found in bold, imperfect, relentless execution. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be persistent. You need to stop waiting for the stars to align and start moving like your life depends on it, because it does. Excuses want you to wait for the right time. Execution says the right time is now. Excuses want you to blame others. Execution says, I take ownership. It's on me. Excuses want you to protect your pride. Execution says, I'll take the hits. I just won't quit. Your future is not going to come knocking. You have to go out and build it. You have to show up on the days you don't feel like it. You have to rise up when everything in you says a rest. You have to choose progress over perfection and execution over excuses. You're not building a moment. You're building a legacy. So the question is, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to show up broken? Are you willing to show up tired? Are you willing to look foolish, fail forward, get up again? Because that's what winners do. They don't wait to feel ready. They move with courage anyway. Every time you choose execution over excuse, you're rewriting your story. You're proving that your dreams mean more than your distractions. You're proving that your future is worth more than your fear. You're proving that you are no longer a victim. You are the architect of your destiny. So the next time an excuse shows up, kill it, replace it, destroy it with action. Because you were not born to live small. You were born to build something that lasts. Excuses don't build empires, execution does. Life's greatest achievements are never born from comfort zone. The truth is, real growth, real transformation, and real success emerge from the struggle. The hard, painful, relentless struggle that tests your spirit and pushes your limits. Embracing the struggle isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about recognizing that struggle is the path to your breakthrough. You see, every person who has ever accomplished something great has walked through the fire of struggle. They have faced moments of doubt, felt the weight of failure, and wrestled with their own fears. But they didn't run away. They leaned into the discomfort. They embraced the challenges because they understood something most people miss. Struggle is not the enemy. It's the training ground for greatness. When you're in the middle of your struggle, it might feel like the world is against you. You might feel isolated, overwhelmed, or giving up is the only option. But Those are the moments that define you. Those are the moments when your fight either dies or grows stronger. Those are the moments when you decide if your dream is worth the price you have to pay. Struggle forces you to discover who you really are. It strips away the distractions and the excuses and lays bare your true character. It shows you how badly you want it. It tests your resilience, your patience, and your faith in yourself. It's in those moments of struggle that you learn to be persistent, to be resourceful, and to be unbreakable. Embracing the struggle means shifting your mindset. Instead of asking, why me? Ask, what is this struggle teaching me? Instead of feeling defeated, see yourself as a warrior in training. Instead of shrinking back, step forward with courage. Understand that every hardship, every setback, and every challenge is a stepping stone towards your breakthrough. Think about the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders. Their stories are filled with struggle, stories of injury, failure, rejection, and sacrifice. But those struggles didn't stop them. They fueled them. Each setback became motivation to work harder. Each failure became a lesson to improve. Each rejection became a reason to try again. You're not exempt from struggle. Everyone faces it. The question is, will you embrace it or avoid it? Will you let struggle break you or make you? Will you quit when it's tough, or will you dig deep and fight your way through? Remember, diamonds are created under pressure. The brightest stars shine in the darkest skies. Your struggle is your pressure, your opportunity to be shaped, strengthened, and polished into your best self. Without struggle, your success will be hollow and fleeting. With struggle, your success is earned and lasting. So the next time you face hardship, don't turn away. Don't look for the easy exit. Instead, embrace it. Welcome it. Thank it. Because your struggle is the seed of your breakthrough. It's the test that prepares you for your future. It's the fire that tempers your soul. When you embrace the struggle, you embrace growth. You embrace resilience. You embrace the journey, and you move closer every day to the life you're fighting for. Your future deserves this fight. Your breakthrough is on the other side of your struggle. Now step into it and claim what's yours. Your dream is your vision. It's the blueprint of your future. It's the fire in your chest, the picture in your mind, the thing that gets you out of bed and keeps you moving forward. Everything else tells you to stop. But understand this, your dream is also under attack every single day. Every single day. And if you don't protect it fiercely, intentionally, and unapologetically, you risk losing it before it ever becomes real. There will always be voices telling you it's impossible. Some will come from the outside, people who gave up on their own dreams and want you to do the same. Others will come from within. Your own doubts, your fears, your inner critic whispering, "We're not good enough." You must silence them. You must become the gatekeeper of your dream and guard it like your life depends on it. Because in many ways it does. Your dream represents your purpose. And when you give up on that purpose, you start to die a slow death inside. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. People walk through life zombies, alive but not living, because somewhere along the way they let their dreams slip through their fingers. Don't let that happen to you. Protecting your dream means setting boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your vision. Not everyone will understand your grind, your sacrifice, your late nights and early morning. That's okay. It's not their dream. It's yours. Stop expecting validation from people who were never meant to see what you see. Stop explaining your dream to people who don't have the eyes to see your future. You've got to be ruthless with your focus. That means saying no more than you say yes. No to distractions. No to people who drain your energy. No to habits that pull you away from your purpose. Because every yes to something that doesn't serve your dream is a no to your future. Protecting your dream also means protecting your mindset. What you feed your mind matters. You can't consume negativity all day and expect to stay positive and driven. You need to flood your mind with positivity, with motivation, with knowledge that sharpens your skill and strengthens your spirit. Read books. Listen to powerful voices. Surround yourself with people who speak life into your dream, not death. There will be days when even you start to question the dream. That's natural. Every dreamer faces moments of doubt, but those are the moments when your protection matters most. That's when you remind yourself why you started. That's when you revisit your vision board, replay the purpose behind your grind, and fuel your soul with the fire that started it all. You don't abandon a dream because it's hard. You double down and fight harder. You also protect your dream by putting in the work every single day. Talking about it isn't enough. Hoping and praying isn't enough. You've got to match your vision with action. You protect your dream by grinding for it, building, shaping, brick by brick, day by day, sweat, sacrifice, commitment. Your dream isn't just about you. It's about everyone who will be impacted by your success. Think about that. Someone's breakthrough is attached to your dream. Someone's hope, someone's healing, someone's opportunity is waiting on your obedience to your vision. That's why protecting your dream is so vital. You're not just fighting for yourself. You're fighting for generations. Let them laugh at you. Let them doubt you. Let them call you crazy. That's what they do to dreamers. But keep building, keep moving. Keep protecting that dream with everything you got. Because when it finally becomes real, when the world finally sees what you've seen all along, you'll be able to look back and say, I never gave up. I never let them take it from me. So today, make a vow. A vow to protect your dream like your life depends on it. Because your life, your purpose, your impact, they do. Build a wall around your vision, arm your mind with truth, feed your heart with faith, and grind like your dream is already real, because it can be, but only if you protect it